Learning to form the interest of the viewer with all the seemingly complex and fantastic notions of this idea is difficult enough. To do this, you need to understand the elements of the psychology of the viewer, to understand how he sees and analyzes the video forms offered to him, what processes occur in his consciousness. And there, as we have defined, everything is quite simple. To study the algorithm according to which the viewer's consciousness analyzes the image of the protagonist that you offer, according to the 48 notions of this model, and of course to learn how to write a script by these models. Believe me, this is not difficult, even very interesting. When you first see these formulas in all the films you take to analyze, you will want to offer your images that are much more complex than those films. You'll see that the notion with a certain number of revealed by scriptwriters in the scene are this way. But you know the exact name immediately suggests a solution much deeper. Working with technology, writing scenarios through models gives a very powerful effect in increasing your creativity. If you are offered a specific notion, for example, posterity or father or success, then knowing the name of this scene, you will pick up the most vivid images that you will find in your unconscious mind. If you had a bright, interesting, rich life of events, if you have good education, if you have seen much, experienced much, and understood life, then you will have a chance to disclose your talent with such a model approach to creativity at the maximum level. Your talent will shine all the facts of your opportunities which you possess, your creativity. In general, the main task of any person, I realized this quite clearly when I created this technology, is to find your own talent during life and to disclose it. I'm now talking not only about scenario skills, but also different talents. And only then for a person to give the chance to escape from the matrix, to go beyond the borders of the mind. Only revealing their own talent, we knowingly live life. And the task of surrounding close people is to help a person to find this talent. To simulate the conditions under which his talent will develop to increase heights. Believe me, we all participate in this process. We only benefit from participation in this. By these models, I can analyze any scenario, your script together with you, so that you understand and see how it all works. To make better, clearer, closer to the viewer. And also for clarity, if you are interested in all this, we can disassemble a model, any film, for example, your favorite, which you already know thoroughly. We'll take the protagonist's model, and I'll show you how the notions are realized in the scenes of your favorite film. And then everything in your head will stand in places. And then you will no longer analyze, but write by this model your own script, because you will see that in the film the model is disclosed not by 48, but by 40 notions. 8 can be omitted from the author's ignorance and some more widely disclosed. And if you already have a model on your hands, if I consult you how to use it, you will not have any white spots at all, no blank spots at all. This is the formula of the film. This is the viewer's consciousness formula, the formula of the protagonist, by which he analyzes your main character. If you have a universal formula with all the components already, you will be able to solve the problem of writing a script. If you want that your existing script or some old script, which is not bad, but you do not like something in it, or you only have a layout or outline, the idea of a scenario you want them to be analyzed from this technology's point of view, you can contact me for advice. In some form we can organize this, for example, by Skype. I can advise you remotely. Together we will examine each scene of your script according to the model of the viewer, and you will see how much you hit into notions or did not hit, for example. You will see it all by yourself. That the scene can be disclosed on a much brighter, or it could already good, and we will move on to the next scene, to the next notion, and so forth. And the script, no matter how weak it is, with the help of the content visualization technology, we will be able to build it on a powerful basis in the form of an information model and saturate it with visual images. That is, prescribe each scene with the participation of the protagonist in such a way that the corresponding notions was revealed as brightly as possible. Believe me, you will only watch a film once or write one script by the model. You will no longer use intuition. Rather, it will work, but in the form of specific images. The basis, the formula of any movie for you will already be clear. That is, you cannot invent your own movie formula. You cannot invent your own model. These are all the tales about the magic of cinema. For me, have a long look, like formulas, psychology, physics, and so on. These are the laws. You cannot invent a new scheme of films, because all of this ultimately, as I said, is limited by the work of the viewer's consciousness. You cannot write and shoot anything. Some of your fantasies get images from the unconscious, and this can be very interesting, but only for a narrow circle of connoisseurs. And if you want your film to be viewed by as many people as possible, because every writer and director is interested in the audience success, and for this he works. All the same, all this will result with the work of the viewer's consciousness, and I hope that with the help of these videos I showed you how this can be used in practice. Even if the film is a fraud, you take fictional images, you take it out of your unconscious. Then all the same, all the rest of the work of the viewer's consciousness. And I hope that with the help of these videos, I can show you how this can be used in practice. And even if this film is a fraud, you can take a fictional image, you take it out from your unconscious and endow it with some qualities. You are always better to use the formulas by which the viewer's consciousness operates. And let it be a fraud, but let this fraud be exciting. Andron Konchowski says, yes, the viewer wants to be deceived every time he goes to the film, and he realizes that he is being deceived, of course. But he hopes that it will be finished, at least beautifully. The viewer can forgive you for some of your own visual things, but he will never forgive you for being a hack, a lack of taste, and elementary artistic understanding of things. This viewer will never forgive you for sure. Even if you have just some idea, some kind of sketch scenario, but you do not know where to start. The idea is there, but there is no incarnation, no development. You can also contact me in this case, and we together can provide a formula for the feature film. And when you get this ready-made formula, you will only have to saturate each scene with figurative contents. Or if you want to analyze any video form, for example, advertising or music video, you shoot advertising and you want to pick the best images to hook the viewer's mind to buy your goods. It does not matter what kind of video formats. You can contact me for consultations and we will disassemble these forms from the point of view of CVT. At the bottom of the video there is a contact email to which you can write or contact me. I'm most likely working out the script. If you already have it finished and you just want to test yourself, it will take 2 or 3 days. The first day I will analyze your script. On the second we will take it apart on the scenes. If you're a professional, then in general during the day we can get together and figure out your script. Deconstruct it from the point of view of the viewer's interests. What do I mean? I mean not try to analyze your style, dialogue, or characters. I'm not interested in. I'm sure with this you have everything in order, but to consider your scenario from the point of view of the viewer's consciousness. For certain, many seem interesting, because each author is the depth of his soul hopes that his script will find a response in the soul of the viewer. And any author tries to get intuitively to the consciousness level, to the heart of the viewer. And we guarantee this interest. I, throughout the videos, say that this guarantee the viewer's interest in your work if you use content visualization technology. Just guarantees it. We know the models that are in the mind of the viewer. We deciphered them. We have penetrated the very foundations of the formation of the spectator interest. Accordingly, if you want thoroughly for the rest of your life to study this technology, a course for a beginning author will probably take a month. And if you are a more experienced author, a professional in your field, I can teach you this in a week. For 3 days. Separate fragments of this course you can find on YouTube under the title Psychology for Scriptwriters and Not Only. There are 3 parts. There are more scientific language is described, and our work will continue in this direction, although the technology is already fully formed. If you're interested in such research in the field of cinema as consciousness and interest, time, and so on, you can contact me. I will share with you the information I possess, probably, and you will want to take part in it. By the way, the range of applications of this technology is very wide, from writing scripts for any video forms to simulation of artificial intelligence. Because information models on human psychotypes are the same for robots. Robot nanny is an individual, robot policeman is an individual, and so on. If you create artificial intelligence, then, of course, their information video models are needed to be introduced to the computer consciousness of these robots. In the next video, we'll go over the psychotypes, start reviewing the main characters of films that have already succeeded. We'll look at the 4 psychotypes using the examples of well-known films. And you'll see all this in our next video.